Hey everyone, and welcome back to Wealthy Coin. The next bull run for Shiba Inu will begin on this date. News about Shiba Inu today, Shiba Inu, and altcoin based on Ethereum took a hit this week, even though the blockchain change went smoothly. So, people in the market are looking for signs about how fast interest rates are going to rise so that the value of cryptocurrencies can drop along with them. This movie talks about the date that the next Shiba Inu bull run will begin. News about Shiba Inu today. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see our newest videos about Shiba Inu's price forecasts and expert analysis, please share the channel and subscribe. Let's start the video right away. Shib has dropped to 11.74 cents in the last 24 hours, down 10.52% from the previous week and 21.5% from the previous month. In addition, the recent drop in prices was caused by other factors as well. For example, the market value, realized value, percentage, and the number of daily active addresses both went down. These signs of weakness pointed to a further decline in the days to come. To go along with this, experts think Shiba Inu will drop 25 this month, from 83 cents to 93 cents. This was also shown by moving average convergence divergence, which showed that the market had a negative edge. Because of this negative mood, it's not surprising that buyers are looking for signs of hope in the market. Our favorite bet for 2022 has given its early backers just that. One big reason to be hopeful about 2022 and 2023 is that you are already making 100 gains and expect. Shiba Inu price was briefly close to beginning a bull run, but bulls dropped the ball because the dollar got stronger in September, and the price has since had a back-to-school moment. Since the beginning of the month, important levels have been broken. The biggest loss was seen at 12.09 cents, as the Swedish Riksbank sets the tone for the market with a huge 100 BP hike. It looks like prices will go down even more, which means the Fed should do the same thing on Wednesday, which would cause a huge drop in the value of cryptocurrencies. For Shiba Enterprise, central banks decide what to do because the dollar is getting stronger. After the markets were shocked by the Swedish Riksbank's sudden 100 BP rate hike today, even though the move has nothing to do with cryptocurrency, it has put the markets on edge before Wednesday's meeting of the Federal Reserve. A surprise 100-point rate hike from the Fed would be a huge game changer for the markets. Huge gains in the value of the dollar would cause a huge sell-off in stocks and coins. Because of this, the share price could drop by 10 before the Fed meeting. As markets become more worried that 100 could happen, expect even more dollar strengths, which will push the euro-dollar back below parity and cause another sell-off in stocks, depending on how Powell presents this message. In this case, the price would go up towards 12.09 cents, giving investors an 11 return. If the red trend line goes down, that's where the short-term rally would stop. In the past, 12.09 cents was a key level. The 55-day simple moving average is also close to that level. As CAP's Shibarium coder unification has shown, there are some important new details about the upcoming Shiba Inu Layer 2 protocol. These include information about the X Fund and a Shiba Swap bonus. The Unification Foundation said in a statement that preparations are still well underway for the fourth release and public testnets of the new protocol. The announcement also confirms that these testnets will be built by the end of September or soon after. It also tells everyone that the deadline for final fund claims is coming up soon. The last X Fund was successfully created by the Unification Foundation on August 22, 2022. The maximum claim time was set for 1 month, ending on September 22, 2022. Any leftover X Fund tokens will be burned by the smart contract after this date. It also says that the end supply might be less than the 10,000 that were planned at the start. The Shiba Swap bonus had a stock of 9,888 at the moment. You can get some X cash until next year. It says all of that in the statement. Even though the smart contract will burn any extra money, unclaimed tokens from the Shiba Swap and Fund Yield portals can be withdrawn until early 2023 based on how a planned governance proposal turns out. The money will go to the Unification Community Fund. Tokens will be used to reward community members and users who help the network grow and come up with new ideas. The first public beta testnet will mostly be for developers and delegators so that when the network goes live, it will be ready for everyone. The announcement also says that the future public beta will make sure that the launch of the mainnet is safe by improving the way bugs are fixed and testing is done in public. Also, any validators who want to can join the beta to get ready for the start of the mainnet. The announcement also says that it will back the Ethereum merge unification plans to work with both Ethereum 2 and the old fork, as it thinks this is the best thing for the whole sector to do. We are going to do our best to keep serving both the original fork and the new ETH2 network. As unification aims to support all decentralization growth, we think that giving the best tools for all channels is good for the blockchain world as a whole. In line with a choice made by the community earlier, the network has officially stopped minting BONE. The official gas for the Shiba Inu protocol, BONE, has now reached 230 million. This is the most bones that can be farmed, as agreed in June. At 230 million bones, the community agreed to stop making new ones so that Shiba Inu validators could get to the last 20 million bones. Maximum amount as a whole, at least 20 million bones are needed for the process to work normally. Shiba Inu has also hinted that they might release more than one coin, such as Shiba Eternity, even though Shi will be the main stablecoin for the ecosystem. The only thing Treat will do is work as a prize token. Australian artist Satoshi Kozama said that it was likely to be the last place where the Shib CCG game Shiba Eternity was tested. Kusama said this in answer to a question from a well-known member of the Shib community at Shib Alexander. On September 17, 2022, the Shiba Eternity game came out in Australia. It was then put on the Apple App Store. Australian users, like Vietnamese users, had the chance to be some of the first to test and report bugs in the Shiba Eternity game. Tests of the Shib CCG game in Vietnam show that it went over very well. Several sources say that demand was higher than expected, so the Shiba team had to 50 times the capacity of the game computers to meet it. Users asked for a test run of the Shib CCG in their country before it goes live. Kusama said that download day would probably be the next event. One of the people who asked was from Turkey, and they said, "The Turkish community is looking forward to the Shiba Eternity. What time will the game be in the App Store for us to download?" Kusama replied, "Right away." Then he said that everyone in the world, not just certain countries, would be able to play the game. He said that the Shiba team wants to prove to the Shadowcats that Shiba is a strong force. He also said that on download day, he wants so many people to download the game that it breaks the App Store. The lead developer for Shiba Inu also said that it might be possible to do Shib burns through the game. He said that more information would be available about this in a different update before the download. Kusama also said that Shiba Eternity is more than just a game and that there will be a lot of talk about it before the day it can be downloaded. The Shiba team wants more people to play the game since it went live.